Hey, it's your favorite neighborhood view whore coming back to feed your never-ending manga and anime necessities, because I would most likely be burned at the stake if I don't come and fix my upload schedule. Plus, it seems that people actually like these, so why not? Let's make another one. Regardless, over these past few months of endlessly wasting away my life, refreshing a site countless times over and over in order to see if any more manga had come out, I had a sudden realization. Maybe instead of wasting hours on end reading the exact same Chinese manhwa with essentially the exact same plot and non-existent character development, I would actually look for something decent. Hence the idea for this video. Regardless, before we get into the video, let me preface this by saying that whatever order these manga and anime in is completely arbitrary, and that I am not rating these in any way, because I know damn well that some very nice, very angry person is gonna write me a 2-page essay in the comment section saying that their favorite anime wasn't in spot number 1, and if you are that person, then you can go to the deep dark depths of hell. However, going away from my poor attempt at dark humor, here's the list. Number 1 is My Dress-Up Darling, currently with 43 chapters and currently updating anywhere from 3 to 1 time a month. This story is something unconventional, yet at the same time somehow familiar. The synopsis being, Wakana Gajao Gojo, I think that's how you pronounce it, is a 15-year-old high school boy who has been socially traumatized in the past due to his passions. That incident left a mark on him that made him into a social recluse, until one day he had an encounter with Kitagawa, who is a sociable gyaro who is the complete opposite of him. They soon share their passions with one another, which leads to their odd relationship. Now, I especially enjoyed this one because of its emphasis on accepting that your interests may be out of the norm to others and just to fully embrace what you love to do. Also, with a hint of romance and cute outfits on girls to boot, because, you know, who doesn't love a cute lolly dressed up in an outfit? Number 2 is the childhood favorite that I somehow managed to forget, Moribito, Guardian of the Spirit. It is an anime series that was released in 2007, and frankly is something that I'd recommend to anyone who wants a great story, great character development, and something that'll take him to a different world for a few hours. The story is about Balsa, a spear wielder and a bodyguard who is a wandering warrior who has vowed to atone for 8 deaths in her past by saving an equivalent number of lives. On her journey, she saves Prince Chagum and is tasked with becoming his bodyguard. His own father, the Mikado, has ordered his assassination. The two begin a perilous journey to ensure the survival of the prince. Balsa's complicated past begins to come to light, and they uncover Chagum's mysterious connection to a legendary water spirit with the power to destroy the kingdom. Frankly, if the story synopsis is not enough to get you intrigued, then I'd say you probably have problems, or, I mean, who knows, maybe I'm just biased. Number 3 is Scumbag Loser, or also known as Teihen no Otoku, an unlikely story that I actually stumbled upon while looking for possible picks for this list. While only being about 15 chapters, the story gives you plenty of twists and turns that keep you on the edge of your seat, while also delivering a great psychological horror that I never really knew I needed. It is something so unconventional and confusing at the start that its shortness and great storytelling manages to create a well-done horror, mystery, and supernatural manga. Also, trust me, if you hate the girl lead at the start of the story, trust me, you're gonna like her by the end. Coming at number 4 is an amazing movie trilogy and series called Eden of the East, a suspenseful thriller full of mystery and romance that will keep you coming back. Now that I think about it, I sound like a movie trailer. The setting goes like this. On November 22nd, 2010, Japan was hit by missile strikes, a terrorist act that fortunately did not harm anyone, becoming known as Careless Monday. Quickly forgotten, society goes on about their daily lives as normal. During her graduation trip to America, 3 months later, friendly college student Saki Morimi's life is forever changed when she finds herself saved from unexpected trouble by Akira Takizawa. Takizawa is cheerful but odd in many ways. He's stark naked and suffers from amnesia, believing himself to be a terrorist. In addition, he possesses a strange cell phone loaded with 8.2 billion yen in digital cash. Despite Takizawa's suspicious traits, Saki quickly befriends the enigmatic young man. However, unbeknownst to her, this is the beginning of a thrilling death game involving money, cell phones, and the salvation of the world. Higashi no Eden chronicles Saki's struggle to unravel the mysteries behind her savior, while Takizawa himself battles other individuals armed with similar cell phones and returning memories, which reveal his possible connection to the event from months ago. Number 5 is an oldie but a goodie. It is called House of the Five Leaves. Now, this one is something I also came across while looking for a list for a completely different video, to be honest, but I'm gonna include this either way because so far from what I know, this is a highly underrated both manga and anime, which are fairly short but extremely well done. Released in 2010 and having 12 episodes, the story is about a masterless samurai. Akitsu Masanosuke is a skilled and loyal swordsman, but his naive and diffident nature has time and time again caused him to be let go by the lords who have employed him. Hungry and desperate, he becomes a bodyguard for Yaichi, the charismatic leader of a gang called Five Leaves. Although disturbed by the gang's sinister activities, Masa begins to suspect that Yaichi's motives are not what they seem, and despite his misgivings, the deeper he's drawn into the world of Five Leaves, the more he finds himself fascinated by these devious, mysterious outlaws. Now, if the art style already does not sell you, let me be honest, the story in itself is amazing in multiple ways. It is a very psychological exploration of the human mind, while maybe not so deep, is definitely a story I'll tell anyone to try. Our number 6 is Psycho-Pass, an anime and movie treasure trove set up in a dystopian future where anyone's psyche can be analyzed and people are given criminal coefficients, or in other words, how likely they are to commit crimes can be detected by a supercomputer. And our main character joins a police force, so to speak, that utilizes certain criminals in order to catch other criminals, if that makes any sense. However, while this world may seem dark as it is already, there are even darker secrets hidden beneath. If you're looking for something grand-scale, detective anime with lots of psychological and thriller aspects, as well as some supernatural involved, I'd highly recommend this to you. In addition, this anime focuses greatly on character development, and it isn't afraid to make twists and turns that you really didn't expect. Coming at number 7 is a cute little rom-com with some or maybe more drama in it called Kataro-San. It is a story about a girl who became a social outcast due to her ability to read the minds of others. However, transferring to a new school, she finds people who love and appreciate her and find her ability of something astonishing. It is a great story with the right amount of comedy, romance, and also maybe some life lessons to boot. Make sure to check it out. Number 8 is Hellgirl, quite the unusual and creepy anime with a heavy emphasis on psychology, mystery, and horror. The story rolls around a site, which only those with a strong grudge or resentment may access at midnight, and condemn whoever they want straight to hell. Enma, the Hellgirl, will not judge whether or not the chosen target deserves punishment. She will merely exact revenge on them swiftly by using her 3 straw dolls. However, this does not come for free. By using the site for revenge, the user will condemn themselves to an afterlife in hell. The story is quite interesting, and the whole universe of this anime is definitely worth giving a try. Number 9 is a really big favorite of mine, Good Ol' K, an anime about kings, who are individuals who have been bestowed with incredible supernatural powers and granted the ability to recruit others into their clans. Protecting the lives and honor of their clansmen is an integral part of the king's duties. After a video depicting the heinous murder of a red clansmate spreads virally, the unassuming student Yashiro Isana is accused of homicide. Now a manhunt is underway for his head, bringing him in contact with the infamous black dog Kuro Yotagami, a skilled swordsman and a martial artist determined to follow the wishes of his late master, the 7th king. The anime takes a long time to set in, and frankly, it doesn't make sense for a good few episodes. However, the character development, art, and the way they make you care about the characters is masterfully done, as well as the twists that are presented in the story are something that I never really expected. If you love something long, mysterious, and some beautiful colors, this is something you really gotta watch, because frankly, the art in this anime is spot on. Finally, last but not least, is the masterpiece that is Death Parade. Now, I know this is a newer one, and frankly, I'm sure plenty of people have actually watched this. However, I feel that this anime is often overlooked in most lists, and for that reason, I really wanted to include it. After death, there is no heaven or hell. Only a bar stands between reincarnation and oblivion. There, the attendant will, one after another, challenge pairs of the recently deceased to a random game, in which their fate of either ascending into reincarnation or falling into the void will be wagered. Whether it's bowling, darts, air hockey, or anything in between, each person's true nature will be revealed in a ghastly parade of death and memories, dancing to the whims of the bar's master. Welcome to Quindecim, where Decim, arbiter of the afterlife awaits. While this may seem somewhat weird or for something that I describe as amazing, it not only beautifully toys with the idea of morality, but also introduces twists and turns at every corner that make you feel that you can't really trust the new contestants that are presented each episode. Better yet, this anime has deep psychological ties as well as philosophical, which they include in the form of an amnesiac girl who comes to the bar and, for a while, helps the bartender in his judgments. And that's it. Frankly, I didn't expect that it would be this difficult to make a video in a week, but oh well, I only shaved about 10 years of my lifespan. Regardless, I'm gonna leave and go sleep now because I've been working on this video for about 20 consecutive hours straight and I'm tired as shit. Oh yeah, and if you want, you can go check out my Twitch. I stream games often. You can pop in and say hi or whatever, or not, I don't really care. Or you can type a 5-page essay as to why my completely objective opinion was irrelevant and my anime choices were trash. But either way, I want you to remember that in a purely subjective opinion, I am right and you're wrong. So, yeah, see ya.